They're controlling you, and you don't even realize it. Every decision you make, every belief you hold, every reaction you have, is it truly yours? Or has someone else planted it in your mind? If you don't wake up now, you'll stay trapped in their game forever. But today that ends. It's time to take back control. There's a reason you feel exhausted, drained, and unsure of yourself. You give and give, yet somehow, it's never enough. You feel guilty for putting yourself first. You feel obligated to keep people happy even at your own expense. But let me ask you, when was the last time they cared about your happiness? This is your wake-up call. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You have simply been conditioned to believe you are. But today you break free. The hidden chains of manipulation. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It's subtle. It's disguised as love, concern, or even advice. It's in the guilt they make you feel when you say no. It's in the fear they instill when you try to stand up for yourself. It's in the way they twist words to make you doubt your own judgment. And the scariest part? The strongest manipulators don't control you with force. They control you with your own mind. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to something you didn't want to do just to avoid conflict? Apologized for things that weren't your fault? Second-guessed your decisions because someone made you feel like you weren't capable? Felt guilty for putting yourself first? Walked on eggshells, constantly trying to avoid upsetting someone? That's not an accident. That's manipulation. And if you don't break free now, you'll spend your entire life under someone else's control. Step 1. Recognize the tactics. Manipulators use predictable tricks. Once you learn to recognize them, they lose their power over you. Guilt tripping. If you really cared about me, you'd do this. They make you feel like a bad person for setting boundaries. Gaslighting. You're overreacting. That never happened. They twist reality to make you doubt your own mind. Playing the victim. They always turn things around to make you feel guilty. Nothing is ever their fault. Love bombing. They shower you with praise and affection until you're hooked. Then they withdraw it, making you crave their approval. Silent treatment. Instead of talking like an adult, they punish you with silence, making you desperate to fix things, even when you did nothing wrong. Once you see these tactics, you become immune to them. They only work on people who don't recognize the game. Step 2. Stop explaining yourself. Confident people don't justify their decisions to manipulators. If you don't want to do something, simply say, "No, that doesn't work for me. I've already made my decision. That's not something I'm comfortable with." No explanations. No defending yourself. No giving them ammunition to twist your words. Because here's the truth. Manipulators don't want an explanation. They don't care about your reasoning. They just want an opening to push their agenda. When you explain yourself, you give them that opening. So stop, say no, and move on. Step 3. Set boundaries and stick to them. A manipulator will test your limits. They will push and push to see how much they can get away with. That's why you need firm boundaries. A boundary is not a request. It's a rule. You don't ask someone to respect your limits, you enforce them. If they cross the line, you don't argue. You don't negotiate. You simply walk away. And this is where most people fail. They set a boundary, but the moment someone pushes back, they cave. And once you break your own rule, they know they can control you. Your time, energy, and self-respect are not up for negotiation. If someone refuses to respect your boundaries, they are showing you exactly who they are. Believe them. Step 4. Strengthen your mindset. Manipulation thrives on insecurity. If you don't believe in yourself, it's easy for someone else to shape your thoughts, decisions, and actions. That's why building inner strength is the most powerful way to break free. Here's how you do it. Stop seeking validation. You don't need approval to make the right choice. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it is off. Know that saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you strong. Distance yourself from toxic people. Not everyone deserves access to you. Focus on your own growth. The more you improve, the less control others have over you. True strength isn't about controlling others. It's about refusing to let others control you. Step 5. Take back your power. Right now, you have two choices. You can continue being controlled, apologizing for things that aren't your fault, explaining yourself to people who don't deserve an explanation, feeling guilty for setting boundaries. Or you can take back your power. This isn't about being aggressive or cutting everyone off. It's about making a choice. A choice to stop being manipulated. A choice to stand up for yourself. A choice to live your life on your terms. People will try to manipulate you. That will never stop. But you get to decide whether they succeed. From today forward, no one controls your mind, your emotions, or your life, except you. Now, go take back your power.